Hello and welcome to your news edition. These are the headlines. The President of the Republic, Abdelmajid Tebboune, receives a phone call from his brother Ibrahim Raisi, in which he expresses his best wishes on the occasion of Eid al-Adha. Algerian students who participated in one of the most important scientific and space challenges managed to launch the Atakor rocket. The protests in France did not stop after the tragic death of the 17-year-old young boy Nael. The United Nations called on France to seriously focus on the racial discrimination issue. Suspended since 2015 due to the opposition of the Moroccan occupation forces, the technical missions in Western Sahara are set to resume. The President of the Republic, Abdelmajid Tebboune, received on Friday a phone call from his brother Ibrahim Raisi, in which he wishes him and the Algerian people his best wishes on the occasion of Eid al-Adha, wishing Algeria more development and prosperity. For his part, the President of the Republic thanked the Iranian President for his fraternal message, wishing him and the brotherly Iranian people well-being and prosperity. The parties agreed to strengthen the bilateral cooperation and schedule a meeting on the High Joint Commission between the two countries. The Iranian president also congratulated the Algerian president of the Republic after Algeria's election as a non-permanent member at the UN Security Council and the Algerian people on the occasion of the celebration of the 61st anniversary of the independence. Algerian students who participated lately in one of the most important scientific and technological tournaments in the world managed to successfully launch the Atakor rocket in the United States. The 2023 edition witnessed the participation of 1,500 students from 27 countries. Among the participants, there were students from the National Polytechnic School of Oran.
We are SkyDescent, the representative of Algeria in the prestigious Spaceport America Cup. We have an unprecedented goal: to launch the very first rocket in the history of our country.
Our mission goes far beyond these remarkable achievements. All dedicated to promote the passion of our country, Algeria, and showcasing to the world the exceptional skills of Algerian universities.
We faced a huge challenge, designing and building our rocket Atakor in record time. Despite our lack of experience, our team brought together brilliant minds from various specialties.
Our technical lead, an expert in rocketry, he helped us with his knowledge to go through the difficulties of this field and saved us a lot of time. Our second coach, a master of planning and project management, played a key role in our success. Her ability to find innovative solutions to any problem inspired the whole team and helped us to go forward to our goal.
Our journey was filled with countless hours of work. Each team member brought their unique expertise and passion.
To ensure the sustainability of the project, we have established a successor team consisting of young students from our school in order to ensure the continuous representation of Algerian University.
We have high hopes for the launch of our rocket scheduled next June. We have worked hardly and dedicated several months for the success of this project. We are also aware of the responsibility lies upon us, and we are extremely proud to represent our country, Algeria.
The protests in France are not decreasing following the tragic death of Naël, a 17-year-old young boy, after police shot in the city of Nanterre. This dramatic event aroused a lot of anger in several French cities. On the international scene, the United Nations called on France to seriously focus on racism issues. Sabrina Tefergenit with more details.
More than 600 people were arrested last night during the clashes that took place in Paris. 4 days after the tragic incident that cost the life of the young Nahal, people are still invading the streets asking for justice. Indeed, the toll is meant to be heavier than the day before. Cars and buildings were set on fire and were demolished in just a few hours. No less than 600 people took part in the White March in memory of the 17-year-old boy. Similar demonstrations took place all over the French territory to express their anger and sadness. The UN called on France to seriously focus on the racial discrimination issue within the French police forces. Ravina Chamadazani, the spokeswoman of the UN High Commissioner for the Human Rights, declared during a press release that it was time for the country to tackle the deeply rooted issues of racism within its police forces. A declaration described as the unfounded accusations by the French foreign minister, who reaffirmed his state's institutions' commitment to fight all forms of discrimination. Furthermore, Elisabeth Borne has announced on Friday the deployment of armored gendarmerie to deal with the violence that has been affecting several towns during this last couple of days. Further rioting has led to the closure of the tram and bus services. The decision itself was announced by the French Interior Minister, and it concerns all the national territory starting from 9 p.m.
As usual, donations have been sent to Palestinian families on the occasion of Eid al-Adha, this religious holiday that reminds us of solidarity and sharing values. More than 15,000 families, especially in Gaza, received donations this year. More details with Rania Al-Bahri.
No less than 15,000 Palestinian households have benefited from donations on the occasion of Eid al-Adha. Aid from the four corners of Algeria for the benefit of the poorest families in Gaza Strip, who are celebrating this event under the yoke of the Zionist colonizer. This is a lofty initiative from the Algerian people. More than 15,000 households have benefited from these donations. These included poor families and orphans. We had never reached this figure before. After several hours of preparation, it is time to distribute these gifts. The goal is to reach as many households as possible. This donation comes at the right time. I would like to thank Algeria for this initiative. This country is very dear to us. A big thank to Algerian people who have always helped and supported us, especially in difficult times. This lofty move meant to give a smile to thousands of Palestinian children in Gaza Strip and to strengthen the bonds of brotherhood and solidarity between the two peoples.
In Palestine, the restrictions imposed by the Zionist occupation forces have no limits. Several clashes started at dawn this Friday in different villages. 7 Palestinians were injured and 10 more were asphyxiated. It was a very sad Eid for the Palestinian people. Let's talk now about the technical missions in Western Sahara, suspended since 2015 due to the opposition of the Moroccan occupation forces. The United Nations High Commissioner for Human Rights, Volker Turk, said that the resumption of these missions is important and will contribute to overcome obstacles in these territories. More details with Rania Al-Bahri.
The international community seems determined to take charge of the concerns of the Sahrawi people oppressed and abused by the Moroccan occupation forces. The High Commissioner for Human Rights believes that the resumption of technical missions in Western Sahara is important and has expressed its hope that its missions access the Sahrawi territories in order to provide a report on human rights situation in the region. During an interactive dialogue on his report presented to the 53rd session of Human Rights Council in Geneva, the United Nations High Commissioner for Human Rights Volker Turk said that the resumption of technical missions will contribute to overcome obstacles in these territories. In a declaration to the Sahrawi press agency, the representative of the Polisario Front to the European Union, Bashir Abi Bouchraya, indicated that the declaration of the High Commissioner and his affirmation on the importance of technical support are encouraging, and they will only be useful if they mark the beginning of a new journey that can put an end to the situation where human rights are violated under the watchful eye of the United Nations. The Sahrawi diplomat added that technical missions in Western Sahara have been suspended since 2015 due to opposition from the Moroccan occupation, a colonial force that has long benefited from a deaf ear of the international community.
Back to Algeria, in the eastern part of the country, in the province of Jijel, where some choose to spend these days of Eid al-Adha at the beach. Sabrine Tefergenit.
With the summer season that came with its full heat, Algerians chose to opt for a day at the beach amid Eid al-Adha. Jijel province has welcomed its lovers who came from the four corners of the country, searching for a moment to relax. We had a great time during Eid with our loved ones, and now it's time to have fun at the beach to get some fresh air with our kids. After visiting our family members, we thought it was a good idea to go to the beach. It's amazing and the kids are having fun. And to release some tension and stress build-ups, enjoyable moments are surely guaranteed as this group of friends decided to have barbecue at the beach. And of course, all the security measures were respected. We are here with our friends and family to have barbecue at the beach and enjoy this moment. Others, and with what nature can provide, decided to have a promenade in the green spaces of this province, a way to get away from all the noises.
With this, we wrap up our edition. Thank you for being with us. Goodbye.